don't think it's possible to have all the answers, at least not all at once. So every so often you get hit with a piece of wisdom that just really resonates, and you kind of wish I'd heard that sooner. For me, that was last year when I was listening to one of Alex Hormozi's books. In business, how do you get more business? How do you market yourself? So firstly, you've got two options. You can market to the mass, or you can market one-on-one. Both of those categories have different strategies, such as paid ads to the mass or emails one-on-one. But there's so much saturation with cold emails, automated LinkedIn DMs. How do you do it? This is what I'm trying to figure out. But I can't recommend his book enough. Really stood out for me. I'll probably listen to it again this year, just to get that wisdom and insight from someone who's gone through the same challenges, has figured it out. It's so valuable. Really enjoyed his book. If you're looking for a recommendation, it's 100 Million Leads, I think it was called. The main thing you've got to do is just pick a strategy that you're comfortable with, one that you can manage and scale. Like, a combination of things is also good. I think at a foundational level, posting content, which is why I'm trying to make a habit of doing this every day, even though I find it cringe, and direct message, but be really personable. I nearly got myself banned on LinkedIn last year from testing automations. LinkedIn doesn't like it, even though there's all these companies selling it as a service to do automation. So find what you're comfortable with. Number one, message people. Build a list of people and companies that you could potentially offer your product or service to. Figure out what the message is that you want to say. Keep it simple. Don't be salesy. You just want to start a conversation and figure out what your message is, what your story is, and put that in content. Because if you're putting yourself out organically, at least people can find you, or even if someone recommends you, they've got enough of a library to go through to understand who this person is and why I should be working with them. But also, if you're sending out personal messages to people that you want to just have a conversation with, that builds a lot of skill, because it makes you more comfortable with the rejection, separates you from the action that you're trying to do, because it's not about you. It's just business, but it's not fun getting ignored so many different times. But it's also just a healthy habit of growing network and trying to figure out what are the ways in which you should sell your product or service. How do people respond best to it, and how can you improve your response rate? So if you've not listened to it already, I would definitely recommend the book.